Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 11th International Greenhouse Gas Conference. I am today's host, Eunjung Lee from the Greenhouse Gas Inventory and Research Center of Korea. It is my great honor to welcome all of you, and I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to you on behalf of the GIR for joining us today. Since 2010, the GIR has been providing this annual platform where domestic and international experts can gather and share the most recent climate change-related knowledge and issues with the general public from all relevant fields. This year, we are proud to host the 11th conference, but unfortunately, due to the unexpected pandemic situation, we had no choice but to hold this event virtually. Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy and find the upcoming presentations and discussions helpful and informative. Before we begin, let me briefly walk you through today's program. After the opening session, we will invite 3 renowned global experts to share their valuable insights on the prospects for carbon markets in 2030. And then we will have a panel discussion for about an hour, including Q&A with the questions you have registered in advance. Now, without further ado, let me introduce Director Jong-Yoon Kim from the GIR, who will deliver the opening address for this conference. Director Kim, please.
Good afternoon. As I've been introduced, I am Director Kim Jong-yoon of GIR in charge of planning and administration. This year, due to COVID-19, we are hosting the 11th International Greenhouse Gas Conference through the online platform. I would like to welcome you to the conference and thank you for your participation. A special thank you goes to our 6 panelists who have participated to share with us the major issues related to the international and domestic carbon market mechanisms. Extreme weather events, which have become more frequent around the world, shows one side of climate change faced by our generation. Climate change is triggering the vulnerability in the very survival of our societies and ecosystems. Due to climate change, we see that there is not a single country on Earth that is free from extreme weather events. In the past, the accountability was on the advanced countries. However, due to the recent Paris Agreement, we see that both advanced countries and developing countries are being held accountable. Climate change and the response to climate change is not a matter of choice. Rather, it is a certain responsibility for all members of our society around the world. We need to make sure that all members of our society must be on the same page to make the utmost effort, and we need to respond together through dialogue and collaboration. GIR, against the backdrop of such an understanding, has worked on the establishment of the NDC as well as emissions training, and also for international cooperation to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases around the world. This year, we celebrate the 11th International Conference as an effort along those lines. Ever since the adoption of the Paris Agreement in December of 2015, the carbon market has been in the limelight, and it is waiting to become the pivotal role in reducing emissions around the world under the new climate regime. Reflecting such a global trend, at this conference, we will speak under the topic of prospects for carbon markets in 2030. At today's conference, we hope to discuss the proceedings of Article 6, which we hope will be the threshold of a new international carbon market, and we also hope to discuss the past, present, and future of the Korean ETS. I look forward to the insight and experience of all of our panelists being shared together so that we can contribute to the development of the Korean carbon market based on the ETS. GIR promises to continue to make our efforts to become a professional organization for climate change within Korea. Thank you.
Thank you, Director, for the opening address.